Hello everyone and welcome to another short feature highlight video. Today we are going to be talking about two newly created charts that a user may build within their own custom dashboards. So jumping over into the platform now, we are looking at two of our newly created chart types. So these chart types are the top here we're looking at, which is reboot reasons, and the second chart that we're looking at here, which is crashes per 10,000 hours, which we're calling a crashiness chart. So what do each of these charts do? Well, starting off with reboot reasons chart, this chart, as you would expect and is relatively self-explanatory in the name, gives you a breakdown of the different reboot reasons occurring across your fleet. So you can break this down as we have done here by software version if you want to. And then looking at each of these 100% stacked columns, we can see what percentage of the total reboots occurring on devices operating on that software version are for each reboot reason. You can see here a breakdown. We have everything from a user shutdown to an assert causing a reboot there. I can also filter this chart to see just the reboot reasons I care about. So perhaps I want to remove that assert and that hard fault, just see user reset, user shutdown and low power. I can do that and see the breakdown of those there. I can also switch this to a count view if I want to, if that might be most useful for whatever my specific use case is. So that's the first chart that we have created here and that users can build within their own custom dashboards. So you can add this to any of your custom dashboards and combine it with any of the other chart types that already exist. It's built the same way as any other chart with the create chart and create reboots chart there. The second chart that I want to talk about is this crashes per 10K hours chart. So we call this measure, the crashes across 10,000 operational hours, we call crashiness. And what this means is that it gives you a measure of how regularly your devices crash whilst operating a software version across that 10,000 operational hours. And when we say a crash, we mean an unexpected reboot. So effectively, how often are your users experiencing a crash on their device across those 10,000 operational hours? Now, we've used the 10,000 operational hours as a way to give you a good, high quality and reliable metric that you can count on across what we see as a reasonable amount of operating hours to be able to judge performance effectively. You can see here we have a breakdown of each of the software versions that we're looking at with a total crashes, the number of operational hours, and then the number of crashes per operational hours. In this case, you can see that the operational hour is slightly lower than the 10,000 threshold. We're looking at a demo here, but in practice and on a real life deployment, you require those 10,000 operational hours for each software version or grouping of software versions that you're looking to monitor within this chart. And what this gives you is a really objective way to judge software stability and software performance across software versions. In theory, you could also use this metric, your crashes per 10K hours number or crashiness number, to compare perhaps even across product lines. So you could get to a point of acceptable stability for your devices, use that as your KPI and look to measure that stability across all of your various product lines, across all of your various software versions, and use that as a target for your team. So we hope this has been a useful introduction to both of these new chart types. As I mentioned already, both of these charts can be built like any other chart within your custom dashboards by using this create chart dropdown. Here we have our create reboots chart at the top and our create crashes per 10K hours chart. Now the reboot reasons chart is available for all customers. At the moment, this crashes per 10K hours chart is only available to MCU customers, but we are bringing this for our Android and Linux customers soon. Should you have any further questions about how to get these charts set up, what the requirements are, or how to best take advantage of them, of course, please reach out to our team and we'd be happy to help. Otherwise, we will see you in the next one. Thank you.